2019 question 8, part 2. So the next part of the question says, find the month in which the company breaks even. And they let you know that breaking even means that they don't make a profit or they don't make a loss. It's just 0% profit. So back at the beginning of the question, we know the month is actually N. So they want you to find N. So when they break even, there is no profit or loss. So the formula for profit is equal to 0. So we know the formula for profit is T of N is equal to 250 N minus 4,250. That's equal to no profit. So therefore we're let it equal to 0. And then it's just a bit of algebra to work it out. So bring your minus 4,250 to the right-hand side. Divide both sides by 250 to get N on its own, and it goes in 17 times here on the right-hand side. Therefore, it's the 17th month. Part 5. Find S of N, the general term for the total profit of the company after a month. So the S of N, again, is in your formula tables. So in your formula tables, we have S of N is N all over 2, and they just do a square bracket here and an ordinary roundy bracket here because there's two sets of brackets. They don't mean anything different. It's just so that you can see it clearly. So our formula says 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Again, I prefer to move the d in front of the bracket so you don't make a mistake. As in the other sections of the question, a is minus 4,000 and d is 250. So all you do is sub in. So the S of n is n all over 2 times a, which is minus 4,000, plus 250. I've brought my d to the front here, so d is my common difference. N minus 1, n minus 1. And we have n all over 2. Multiply that out, and we get minus 8,000 plus multiply out the brackets. 250 by n gives you 250n. 250 by minus 1 gives you minus 250. Multiply and add up those, we get minus 8,250 plus 250n. Now, this might be a little bit tricky how to deal with a fraction like this in algebra, okay? So I'm just doing it in a couple of steps. I'm going to bring the half, because that's like 1n all over 2. I'm going to bring the half in first, just to do it in one step. If you can do it in single steps, if you can do it all in one go, then that's fine. So bring your half inside the brackets, and you just get minus 8,250 all over 2 plus 250n all over 2. So divide 2 into those, and we get minus 4,125 and plus 125. Now I'm going to bring in my n, and it's just straight multiplication. N times minus 4,125 is minus 4,125n, and n times 125n is plus 125n squared. And I just swap those because there's a minus there to make that a little bit tidier. Okay, the last part of the question. Hence or otherwise. Hence usually means you're going to be using the part beforehand. And almost always it's going to be easier to use that part beforehand. However, it says otherwise, so if you can do it a different way, that's fine. Find the total profit of the company at the end of January 2019. Again, they give you N is actually 37. So at the end of 2019, it's actually the 37th month. So from above, using our hence, we have this formula here. The S of n is equal to 125n squared minus 4125n, and I just bring that down here. So sub in 37 for n, okay, in here and in here. Square that and multiply it, we get 171,125 minus 152,625, and that gives us 18,500.